We like old adverts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of We Like Old Adverts, the show we do because we're so sad we might as well video us watching old adverts because we'd be doing it anyway. So today we are joined by comedian and TV presenter and inexplicable plane enthusiast, Matt Richardson. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, mate. You well? You all right?
I'm absolutely fine. It's fine, isn't it? I'm fine.
Yeah.
I do think now, I've always had this theory that I would really struggle being unemployed. And it turns out that isn't the case.
Right.
It's absolutely fine. When they eventually bring in universal basic income, I'll never do anything again. It turns out not really doing much sort of does suit me quite nicely.
Matt, you've brought us an advert today. Is it your favourite advert, or is it just one that sticks out? Is there any particular reason you've brought us this one?
For me, it represents a really interesting time where adverts got really good and it felt like they were really creative. And basically, I think ad companies kind of went, look, just leave it to us. We're going to do this and we're going to do it really, really well and in a really unique way. So it embodies that kind of 90s, early 2000s time for me when adverts were good.
Cool. Well,
It's like such a long, long time ago.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it just?
We've got Oak Furnitureland now. All right, let's have a little...
I've never seen one. Do you know,
No.
it's not like it's like I've driven past most shops that advertise, but I've never seen an Oak Furnitureland.
That's a good point as well, because obviously a lot of businesses are online, but you're advertising a land. You know what I mean?
That's it, it's a country.
Do you need a passport to get in there? Made of oak, a passport made of oak, or an oak leaf.
Oh, yeah, where are they? I've never thought about that before now.
Wow.
Holy
Have you ever seen it before?
I have, yeah, I remember that. But I
that.
haven't thought about it since the last time I saw it, if you know what I mean. There's been a 20-year gap, and then it all just came flooding back. Yeah, all the zeitgeist of the time, Limp Bizkit, everything. It all just came flooding back.
Yeah, it's so aggressive, isn't it?
It's actually quite unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's distorted, isn't it, as well? It's not even just the actual, the sound, the style of the music, but the music distorts. I don't know whether that's just the ad, but it on YouTube, but it really adds to that kind of unpleasant effect.
Yeah, and I think, and also the belly's grim. It's disgusting. It's aesthetically really unpleasant, and it's got a really washed out look. It's kind of that trendy, I suppose, lock, stock, snatch cinematography it's got about it. But it's just everything about it shouldn't work, and it's not anywhere near what you think it's going to be about as well.
No,
Is it CGI?
I can't believe they got it away. No, it's a puppet.
Is it a fella in a...
It's a fella in a belly.
Wow, that's some Cronenberg nightmarish. Yeah.
I mean, how do you hide that fella in the belly? Is he maybe on a unicycle?
or crouched down.
Just jump on like a tricycle.
That's
maybe.
a thing to put on your CV, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
on your spotlight.
What I like to think is that belly's still out there somewhere. Someone.
I read in the comments that advert was shot in Romford, so that belly is almost certainly still in the canal. So I found some comments on the advert that you guys might be interested in. So someone's commented, "I lift my t-shirt up, exposing my huge beer belly, and chase my 5-year-old around the house singing, 'Belly's gonna get ya.' Thanks for this ad. I love being a dad." And then someone has replied, "It's that in itself is great, right? It's really just funny and sweet and innocent." Someone's replied, Correction. You love being an obese, overweight, fat dad. You seem to miss the whole point of this campaign, which was not to inspire obese men to play fat games with their offspring. On the contrary, it is to become fit and healthy. Extend your life expectancy for the benefit of both yourself and your children. Very sad, mate. And the fact that you revel in your obesity here in public is all the more tragic. Not sermonising or preaching, but honestly, I'm sorry for your 5-year-old. Whoa! That advert.
Everything about
section.
that is mad. Is it pretty lively in the comments?
Yeah, because of that. But none of them, they're not replying to the thread. There's just loads of people commenting about that comment, so it doesn't make any sense. It's like proper, like this very, like a boomer argument from 6 years ago that's just gloriously in the comments, and it's
boomerism was cool. That's like yeah.
But also, I really love in that comment they've gone, well, I'm not preaching.
Yeah. Definitely
Fun.
are.
And what actually I love about this is that it's like the unpleasantness of the advert has seeped into even the comments. Like even the comments are really like really full on.
I like, according to the mythos of the advert, the only way to beat a beer belly is parkour. I didn't expect that at the end. that little Assassin's Creed jump down the little, yeah.
And another way to escape the belly is to go out exercising terrified. Be absolutely terrified of obesity.
Well, that was a fantastic advert. Thank you very much for bringing that to our sad table, Matt. We got one for you now. We've got a couple to go. So just want to roll this one at you, see what you think of it.
오늘처럼 좋은 날 나의 프라이드 좋은 사람
Oh, Pride.
생활 속에 기쁨이 피어나요 언제 어디서나 좋은 차
좋은 사람, 좋은 차. Pride.
So yeah, Connell, that was your choice. Where did you find this?
Well, the first ever car I had was a Kia Pride, and I thought, I wonder what the adverts were like for this when it came out, and boy did it deliver. There's so many. There's like a gold mine of these adverts everywhere, and this was one of my favourites. So I thought I'd show you it.
I like that it implies that a Kia Pride improves the mood of the driver and everyone around you. However, Connell, you've dug your own grave here because it's your first car, and you are one of the most passive-aggressive, frustrated drivers I've ever sat shotgun with. So
I don't know what you're on about.
This ad is a load of poppycock, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it was the pride of my life, Joe.
There is a
good car.
It was a good car. It was fantastic.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've driven a Kia. Oh no, I have driven a Kia. But it looks awful.
Oh yeah.
That is aged like milk. The look of that car. It's a shell suit on wheels.
Yeah. It was a fantastic car. I loved it, and mine was like a purple color, purpley blue color. So it really worked for my personality.
Yeah, but also it's really weird because that advert is clearly for an Asian market.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure which one.
It's Korea. South Korea.
Is it Korea?
Yeah.
Okay. South Korea. Why is there a random old man, like a random old white man in the advert anyway? It's like in Korea they've gone, look, we've got more than enough BAME bookings, but let's get a white guy in here just to really, because I'd understand in Thailand why there'd be a creepy old white guy with a beard, but not in South Korea.
Well, maybe they're trying to sort of tap into that market, and they've just misunderstood what that market is.
Notice that all three of the Kia Prides that they used in that advert were all a bit dirty. Had like muck on the bonnet and stuff. What are you doing? It's a fresh, clean car.
The whole thing looked like it was filmed on Dad's camcorder from 1992. You know what I mean? There's a definite you've been framed feel to it's a cheap ad. But
it's a really. But my favourite thing is, which I think it was in quite a lot of say that was late 80s, early 90s TV shows and ads, is when a guy touches his glasses and does this face, like that, kind of, it's sort of a real kind of hack trope these days. But I really love that they've gone for it, and it just doesn't really fit into what the ad is at all.
The bit where she uses a hip to shut the door was an impossible move based on that parking space, because there was less than a foot on either side for that car. She'd have to be stick thin to be able to knock it with a hip elegantly. But I still like it.
It's very of its time, isn't it?
Yeah, which
I'm
could
not
be...
quite sure what time it is.
Yeah.
But it is up his
So a friend of mine sent me this advert, and it is, well, it speaks for itself. Let's just have a look at it.
Sick of Rex.
Hole-proof AntzPantz. It's unbelievable underwear.
Your face, Matt.
So, does she ants or the anteater? I don't really understand. Like, it's very erotic.
Well, yeah, she is tricking the anteater into performing a lewd act while having its dinner in the most Australian advert that surely has ever existed.
But she wanted that to happen all along. She's like an old man who gets caught with like dog food all over himself.
Yeah, it's. I hope they paid her very, very well.
It's really like it's. Have you looked into it anymore?
I haven't actually, and I'll probably spend the next few hours doing that. But I suppose if you sort of break it down and analyse it, that what the pants company's getting out of that is, and again, this is so Australian. These pants are so durable that an anteater could go down on you and you'd be fine. Which is...
That's so Australian, being like, oh, mate, how durable's that? Yeah, well, you know, an anteater could lick your fanny and it'd be fine. Like, and actually, as I say it out loud in an Australian accent, it sort of makes sense now.
Yeah, exactly. It's
One
brilliant.
of the comments underneath the video says, they just don't make ads like this anymore. They never did. Never made ads like this. It's a one-off. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Why was she letting ants crawl up a leg and not doing
You're right,
anything?
Connell. You're right. Why have we moved on from that?
Hang on, there's a lot of questions to be asked about this woman. What's she playing at? She's sat in a bedroom that looks like a jail.
Doesn't
And
even have a
then-
towel.
Yeah.
And then,
Well-
she listens to music that sounds like rusty old bed springs. What's that? She has a really, really old, like, ghost phone. What's that? And then she lets ants just freely walk up a leg, and she's like, that's all right. That's just fine. Come on, Rex, or whatever.
The
Connell.
thing is,
It's a good goal.
Sort of to go back to what you were questioning, Connor, she's letting the ants crawl on her deliberately. This is a very, very well-planned session of onanism, shall we say,
Just disgusting.
that she's sort of indulging in. She has set this up. This has taken a lot of work to go into. And
I
have
don't
they
think
just...
I'd like her. I don't think I'd like her at all.
Swipe left, con.
So I think actually you used the term ants in your pants there, Matt, and I think you've hit on something in that they've just worked backwards, haven't they? Just over
no, they have, haven't
probably, litre upon litre of beer, probably a lot of cocaine. And that's what's come out of this meeting.
Yeah. They've gone,
It's
how
called-
can we make ants in your pants sexy? Where's the sex bit? Because that's what
sells,
sells
guys.
They called it AntzPantz. That's a terrible name for a product. That's the problem, not the solution. Oh, man. I'm not
Nothing like
having
Kia Pride, is it? No, that sells
I mean,
itself.
It's just, I just don't know who sees that and goes, oh, I'll get them. That's ultimately that's the reaction you want from an advert is, oh, that looks good. Whereas, it's a very niche bunch of people that go, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Or is
and
it?
all of those people are men, I think.
But however, I don't understand. Are they trying to say, we'll stop the ants coming into your pants because they're so good, or this will encourage more ants to come in? Like, I don't understand where the motivation is each side of that.
It's sort of more that there's no danger of you getting a spiked vagina, isn't it? Effectively, even in this very specific situation, because these pants are of such high quality.
So basically what they're saying is, you live in Australia, there's a lot of bugs around, these bad boys will keep them out.
Sort of.
Is that what they're going for?
Through...
It's very strange. Like, is that the thing they've sat around? They're going, "Oh, I'll tell you what a problem is here. It's the bloody bugs crawling up your fanny and turning." Like, I don't want one of those little buggers up my girlfriend.
Right. Well, we could obviously talk about this for
Yeah.
months, maybe. But unfortunately, we are going to have to wrap up. So thank you very much, Matt, for joining
Cheers,
us. on
Matt.
We
Thank
Like
you for
Old
having me.
Adverts.
It's, I'd like to say it would have been a pleasure, but I think I'm gonna go to my bedroom and pray that God takes my sight away.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, if before that happens, is there anywhere in particular that you'd like to sort of point people towards, or on the internet where they can see your stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like all comedians who are white and male, I have a podcast, so people can listen to that. It's a legal requirement now. It's called When No One's Watching, and me and Matt Willis from Busted get celebrities on, and they tell us all the weird things they like to do when no one's watching, like cunnilingus with endangered species. And
See, it's not that weird.
Get her on your podcast, mate.
Yeah.
oh man, I just love an auntie to go at me. It's so weird.
Weird,
I mean,
isn't it?
and I will eventually be doing a tour again at some point, I imagine, in the next. The good thing is though, because my ticket sales are so bad, social distancing has never been a problem at my gigs. So I think I'll be back on the road sooner than the others.
Great. Well, you're a hero for bringing live entertainment back to some of the people. Right. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please give us a subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter as well. And yeah, just if you need some support really after watching that final advert, do let us know in the comments, and we'll see if we can sort that out for you. So let us know what you think, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.